Welcome to Celtics Talk Radio, where we have a special guest. We have Anna Horford, the sister of Al Horford, with us. We have our co-hosts, Pound Celtics Nation. We have Day Edits and Hendrik Hernandez Resto live with us. Thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you, Anna Horford, for joining us. Anna, what's going on here? Why are you not able to hear us? That's not good.
Oh no, I don't think she can hear us.
Anna, log out and log back in. Log out and log back in.
I hope she can. Listen, for Celtics Nation, if you're watching right now, just some technical difficulties. Oh, can you hear us now, Anna?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Oh no. Maybe she comes back.
Let's see.
Can you hear us now, Anna? It's like that.
No.
You know what? It's like that commercial. Like, can you hear us now?
Yeah, we're back in 1999, and it's a Verizon commercial, and we're asking Anna Horford, who we just got on the show, if she can hear us now, if the connection is working. CJ, you can hear me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's good, CJ? I'll see you in a minute.
I want to make sure that Anna can.
She should come back in. I just told her to log in and log out. But either way, this normally happens, right? I got to figure out why this is happening to her. She's going to come right back in. No
That's
problem.
Okay.
StreamYard, y'all need to check that out.
I can get my fan off real quick while she's not on here. I can fan myself a little bit. Okay, she's back.
We can hear you.
There we go. It was something with her computer. It had to been.
We're gonna blame us.
Yeah. Anyways, hey guys, we got Anna Horford on the show with us. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Can I clap it up? Clap it up for the queen of Celtics Twitter right here. Can you say that?
Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. I have no idea what was going on. I could see you. I could not hear you. But now I think we're all good.
It's just the way the Matrix works at this point, I guess.
Yeah. The Matrix don't want us to win right now, but that's okay. That's okay.
We work through it.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So, hey, Anna, thank you for joining us. We definitely appreciate you taking the time to be with us. And you know, we did some homework when we realized that you were going to be able to come on show with us. We did some homework. And we actually looked up something. We saw something that you tweeted about on April 7th. And, you know, we really want to make you happy. We don't want to only talk about, you know, Al Horford. He's your brother. We look up to him. We appreciate him. We're all We Bleed Green fans here. We're all Celtics fans here.
Absolutely.
But we want to give you the time to use the platform that you want. We want to give you the time to speak about what you want to speak about. So with that being said, we're going to bring in the first question here. The first question is, with International Women's Day having passed and this being an all-male panel, what message do you want to deliver to the women watching this? We believe women should be celebrated every single day. Anna, what do you want to tell the women?
I mean, women should definitely be celebrated every single day. I absolutely agree with you 100%. We are rock stars. But I would just tell women to go out there and do that thing you want to do or be who you want to be, because whether you do it or not, people are going to judge you and have an opinion. So you might as well just do what you want to do and be authentically, you know, who you are.
I must say, like, even when I look at your Twitter, what you stand for, just in general for women, is empowering. I have a daughter, so I have a daughter and a son, but my oldest she's a girl. Mm-hmm. So to have people like yourself, and my daughter is Cuban and Puerto Rican, so she's Latin, she's Latina. So to have someone like you that I'm gonna say gives no crap and goes for it and speaks your mind, I must say I want to thank you personally for that, because it means a lot for me being a father of a daughter who is Latin. So you being Dominican and being out there, like, truly just want to say thank you for your platform, how you use it. And please don't stop. Don't let those haters, man, come at you. Please don't stop. Don't stop. For real.
Same message here, right? Like, I'm the father of two. I'm Puerto Rican. My wife's Puerto Rican. Our children are Puerto Rican. They're born here, but they're Puerto Rican culture. And my daughter's 2, right? It's the reverse of CJ. My son is 8. My daughter's 2. It doesn't matter though which one is which, right? Like I feel like the message that you deliver is something that I'd like to show them. Like this is a cultural thing. People from within our culture kind of feel like, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like we have like this like ancestral duty, right, to stand up for what we believe in or speak our minds and to bridge gaps, connect our people with resources. So when you speak on Twitter, on any platform, it's just awesome because there's also this perception of the Celtics fan that we're not like you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you elevate us. So we bow to you, Queen.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. That means the world to hear. And I mean, Latinas were feisty by nature. So hopefully, you raise your daughters the same way. And
yeah, absolutely, to fight. Yeah,
yeah.
Like me and Resto, we got 2 in the house. But seriously, every time you tweet something, a small fist grows up. Like every time you tweet like that, speak it.
Yeah, exactly. We got fists in the air for you, Anna.
All day.
Definitely. And I'm not Hispanic. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm white as it can get, right? I'm white as it can.
You never would have guessed it at all. You really would have guessed it at all.
Really, Perkins? Really?
But here you go. Here's a little surprise for you. Yo hablo español casi perfectamente.
Oh, wow.
Ándale,
él lo habla mucho mejor que yo.
Solo un poquito.
But I learned my Spanish over in Spain. But I am married to a Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Ayuda con mi español. She helps me with my Spanish. I preach in Spanish. But yeah, we're there. We definitely appreciate what Anna does and what she tweets out, for International Women's Day. Let's go on to the next question, guys. Who wants to ask who wants to read it? Who wants to read it?
CJ, go for it.
All right. What has your experience been like with the Latinx community in Massachusetts?
So I kind of don't really know how to answer this question. I feel like my involvement with the Latin community in Boston, I want it to be more. It's such a huge, there's such a huge Hispanic population, and it's something that a lot of people don't know. They just assume Boston's super white, and it's actually super diverse, and you can see it everywhere. I mean, there are flags everywhere. There are Puerto Rican flags everywhere. There are Dominican flags everywhere. So yeah, it's all over the city. There are some spots for food and stuff that I hear are amazing. I usually, when we get Dominican food, when I'm in Boston, Al orders it to the house. So we haven't really been out to the restaurants and stuff. Usually I think it's just because he's had a long day, he doesn't want to get mobbed. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to the community in Boston. I think that's a really beautiful thing.
We gotta hook you up with some spots.
Yeah.
What are you talking about here?
Yeah.
Listen, what you touched on, which is actually the truest thing, is that they think we are super white. You know what I mean? Like that is, and that's why, not for nothing, that's why hashtag Celtic Nation kind of exists. Like we're one of the biggest social media urban social media platforms on Facebook right now. And we kind of represent the Celtics fan that's really not really talked about. Like, even if you look at all the commercials, I hate to say it, but I hate that Vistaprint commercial.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand that one. We don't talk.
I don't mind it. Yeah, we do.
We do not talk like we do not do that.
We absolutely are like, yeah, kid. They did the down the house.
I think they go too far on the accent with that.
Not a fan of Dorchester, Roxbury. Listen, where the real Dominicans live, like Roxbury, Dorchester, we do not talk like that. We do not be like that.
The Dominicans in New Bedford definitely talk like that.
New Bedford.
All right, yeah, all right. I was gonna say, I'm about a child.
But what you said, Ann, is very true. Like the average person that comes here, that's why we kind of asked that question too, is because you came into this environment probably the first time. Like I'm actually kind of wondered how you felt when you first got here. Like when your brother first came here, how was your experience then versus now? Like, is it different now because when he left? That's kind of a throw-out question. I'm just kind of curious if
No, yeah. I think, I don't know. I think our experience, we were pretty welcomed the first time around. And it was amazing seeing, like, trying to tie that into, like us talking about the Hispanic community, seeing all the Dominican flags in the garden, and even when Al goes on the road, but like especially in the garden, there's always someone with like a Dominican flag waving. But yeah, the community has really, really embraced our family both times around, which like was very much of a relief, because you never know how you're going to be received after leaving a team and then coming back. It's kind of a rare thing to have such a great reception, and Al was just, it was like business as usual. He was like, I'm home, I'm ready, we're good, let's do this.
That's because we loved him. Like, we absolutely loved him. So I was tight when he didn't resign, but I understood completely. And he went to Philly, and I was so sad because that was like the worst of the. That's like Ray Allen going to the Heat. It really hurt because they went to Philly, and then they mismanaged. In my opinion, they mismanaged him there. They mismanaged him in OKC, and when we got to get him back, I was like, I don't got to get rid of the jersey, B. Like, it was gonna be in the drawer forever. So happy that they got to wear it again.
Yes.
Definitely. All right. So the next question, because I want us to have time to talk a little bit about Al also. The next question, I'm just going to go on and read it off real quick. What do you love about Boston? What changes would you like to see happen in the next few years? Take the question as it is. The changes could be with you and your family. The changes could be maybe the rumor that I heard a few days ago about Al possibly retiring.
That was April Fool's joke.
Retiring? Are y'all leaving Boston? Answer it any way you want to.
Yeah, the retirement thing is definitely false. It's
hey, you heard it here first.
You heard it here, guys.
Yeah.
It's
not that he didn't play a bunch of games after April 1st, right? So
yeah, it's news to me if that was an actual rumor going around. I think Al's gonna play for as long as his body allows him to.
He's still strong.
Yeah,
he's still strong.
Yes, he is.
Still starting. He's second in the league in 3-point percentage as a center. So I don't know why so many people assume he's slowing down when like his numbers and production don't show that at all. So
I could tell you why. Because they're haters. I'm just
absolutely. There's a bunch of Philly fans.
They're haters.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, and the thing I love about just Boston in general is, I would say, the diversity. And like we were talking earlier, there's a huge Hispanic community. There's a huge Black community in Boston that people like just assume doesn't exist. And it's like, no, that's a major part of the city. And I would also say just the sports community. It is unlike anything else. I mean, to be like, they call it Title Town for a reason. So when it's not the Celtics, it's the Bruins. When it's not the Bruins, it's the Red Sox. Like, we've got it on lock. Like, and it's great to be a part of, and it's electric, and you can always feel it in the city. So those are the really amazing things. And if I were to say like what I want for the city of Boston 5 years down the road, I think I would say just I'd like it for it to be a really safe space for all people. We've kind of got some issues here and there with the Proud Boys and white supremacist groups and things like that. And I really think that we have to lead with love and not hate, and just for it to be a safe space for all people. I think that's what I'd like to see for the city.
Anna, you couldn't have nailed it better on the head. I actually am one of the founders of a nonprofit out in Taunton, Mass, which is like 30 minutes south of Boston. And I want to say it was 2 or 3 months ago where the Proud Boys, or a group of Proud Boys, actually stormed our library, and they messed with a bunch of transgender people that were reading transgender. They're reading books to transgenders were reading books to little kids, and they stormed the place like the Capitol. And thankfully, my nonprofit we kind of went to city council and stormed in, and they ended up rebuking all that. But that stuff doesn't happen as much in Boston like it should. Like, we just finally got our first governor who is of the LGBT community, which is amazing. So, those type of steps, I think we're making those right changes. But like you said, there needs to be more in 5 years.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So I know this is more like a question and answer scene.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it like free flowing and intertwined. Yeah, it's like, hey, I have a question for you. Answer it, and the next one up. Thanks.
So, Anna, the next question is more going to be coming from your heart. Okay, you're on your Twitter account. You have labeled BLM. I want you to speak about BLM.
Yeah, I mean, it is very self-explanatory. Black lives do matter. And, if that offends you, I suggest you kind of just sit with that for a while and ask yourself why it would ever offend you. And, Black people are targeted at disproportionate rates in the United States, whether that's, traffic stops or incarceration. For the same crimes, by the way, as their white counterparts. The sentences are often tripled, if not more. And, there's a lot of corruption in our country. And it's something that is never going to get better if we don't talk about it. And if we don't, move forward as, one America. And if we don't have each other's backs and stuff. And you can see that, I mean, with the Tennessee 3, I don't know if you guys have been following that, but the GOP, trying to do some pretty corrupt, shady things. And I don't think they thought it was going to get the national spotlight that it did. And it's shining a light on that corruption. And people need to realize that corruption is in every level, in every state in the US. And so we really need, especially our young people, to come out, start running for office, make sure that you're voting. And we want the people who represent us to look like us. Yep. They should be a reflection of us. And the more diversity, that doesn't take anything away from, white people or people in positions of power. It just makes us stronger as a whole. So, I know that people say, like, equality can feel like oppression. So if you're feeling like that, I suggest that you just sit with that for a while and try to sort that out. But Black lives do matter, and we need people to advocate for Black people. I mean, white people, stand up. Now's your time, like, to help us out.
Ally. Like, Will's an ally. We consider Will like an ally. Like,
and you see that with the Tennessee 3.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, keep going. No, I was just gonna say, I'm married to a Hispanic, but before she married me, she was married to a Black man. So our kids, my stepkids, my kids, are part Hispanic and part Black. So, I had to kind of sit down with them and tell them, your lives do matter, and it's not just your lives; it's all lives matter. And I didn't go through a hard time here at the house simply because I already instilled, love in them on every level of their life. But you're absolutely right. I think if the younger generation can get out there and study and run for office and be police chief, be state representative, state council, whatever it might be, it's just going to better things. I do have one thing that I believe that we need to make sure we don't forget about God, in this matter, in these matters. But other than that, we definitely appreciate your platform. Did you want to keep talking about it?
No, I think I pretty much covered everything. And the one thing I will say is, just make sure, people have a seat at the table, make room for them. It says everything that there were millions of little black girls crying at the Little Mermaid trailer because they finally were represented after decades, you know, of Disney pumping out like classics left and right, and them seeing themselves represented as one of like the main Disney princesses. And if that offends you or, you know, makes you angry, I would just ask, like, why does giving someone else a seat at the table upset you so much? It doesn't take anything away from you. We're just expanding, you know?
Right.
So yeah, just I think just take that with you, maybe.
We're just trying to level. We're just trying to be on the same playing field.
Yeah, we've got 400 years. We
right?
catch up on.
Absolutely.
Like nothing. Like, can I ask you another question just to follow up on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
How did you feel when Kamala Harris became the VP? I only ask you that is because to explain that to my daughter, who at the time was, you know, 7, and she got to see why my wife was crying and why my mother-in-law was crying. I would be love to hear your feedback. I know we have limited time, but I would just love to hear that. Like, how did you feel when you seen that, especially you being of, you know, of black and brown?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was major. It was huge, and it was a win for all women, but especially women of color. And if you look at the highest courts in this country, if you look at the highest positions in office, you don't see a lot of women, let alone women of color. So for that to have happened is huge. You know, it's a step in the right direction. And yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more young people, a lot more young women, hopefully women of color, running for these offices. My brother John ran for the 77th district in Lansing. You know, he's a Dominican man. Like, you have to go out and you have to challenge the status quo and let your voice be heard. So yeah, it's super, super important.
I heard Anna Horford's gonna run, but that you just heard that. I heard Anna Horford might run. I don't know.
Anna for president.
I don't know if y'all know that or not.
I am not crazy enough. I'm crazy, guys, but I'm not crazy
we
enough.
say otherwise, yo.
Yeah, we say otherwise, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
All right, Anna. Time to get to your brother.
Okay.
Which brother do you like best?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, let's go there. Let's go there.
He set this one up so bad. Look at Giannis grimacing.
I know.
That was my favorite edit I did too. With him.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard not to pick the Giannis one.
I missed the Hawks one at the top. I didn't even see that. I was about to get you for that. I was like, he was in the Hawks and he had like a fantastic career in the Hawks, bro. What are you doing? But no, I see him there.
Oh yeah,
definitely Celtics Al though. Like he's his happiest, in my opinion, as an outside, you know, person looking in who knows him. I just feel like he's so happy and he's so at home, and the guys all really look up to him, and he's really embraced his role as like the team dad, and I think that's super important, and that chemistry is the reason why, you know, we've done so well this season and last season. So yeah, I would definitely say Celtics Al.
You can really tell he has an impact on the team. I know me and Resto have talked about this quite often, like how we needed that veteran type presence, you know what I mean, inside the Celtics, and he fits it so well.
Yeah, you need a team poppy on this guy, you know, and that's what you get with him. He's the team poppy.
Team poppy.
Yep.
Anna, have you always been a Celtics fan?
Because
don't lie.
I'm not lie. You know what I will say? I feel like I was born to be a Celtics fan.
Oh,
but I was not always a Celtics fan.
Everybody from your hometown is hurting right now.
Yeah, let them hurt.
Everybody from Harlem is hurting.
Yeah, I didn't love the NBA in general. I obviously like want to support my brother. And then I just, over the years, I've fallen more and more in love with it. And when he got to Boston, like the immediate reaction from like the fan base and just the interactions I have with people on Twitter and stuff, it is unlike anything our family has ever experienced. So definitely was born to be a Celtic.
Wow.
Nice. Guys?
Do you have a favorite WNBA team? Are you watching the W right now? Did you watch March Madness?
Okay, so March Madness did not really watch. was just catching the highlights, like
Mm-hmm.
hearing, and I don't know, I feel like I was way more into it when my brothers obviously were in college and playing in the tournament.
Of course.
You have a stake.
Which you want back to back.
Yeah. And my brother John went to the national championship as well, and like,
awesome.
so that was fun. That was always really, really fun for the Horford family. I love what's happening with the WNBA. By the way, I do want to say, like, I'm so glad that Brittany Griner is home.
Wax.
And yeah, it's so important that our country advocated for her, and just to be put in that position she was in. I think she's coming out with a book on her experience, and so I hope everyone kind of embraces her and huddles around her, and yeah, so I did want to throw that in there as well.
Tell me you wasn't tight a little bit about Angel Reese. I know you was.
Oh,
I know you was tight. I was tight. We was all
definitely
tight. Throw it up.
Like I'm that guy on the court. So when I saw her do that, I was like, thank God. Like I know that the women in the W talk. I've seen Diana talk. I've seen Sue Bird really like get at people, at each other, actually. Like they actually have like a really good rivalry between them somewhat. But to see them at the W level, at the NCAA level, for her to do that, I was like, that's so saucy. I love it.
I love it because women are just as competitive as men. I don't know why, like, it's cool for the men to do it, and then like women are supposed to show like a certain amount of decorum or whatever. Like, nah. Screw that.
I like that. I like that Caitlin Clark was a couple of days before. She waved off Shorty at the 3-point line like you a bum. Like she let her shoot the 3. Like she was gonna, like, I'm with that, because in the NBA they call that he's with us. Like every time they did it, oh man, LeBron did it to Russ several years ago during the bubble. Every time Russ went to go shoot, he was yelling, "He's with us, he with us, he with us." So when I saw Caitlin Clark do the "he with us" with the handshake, I was like, "Oh my lord, my lord, thank you." Because I swear, my younger sister plays ball, and that's how she plays ball, because she played with me.
Do you play ball, Anna?
I used to. I blew out my knee really young. So yeah, it's really just like the guys in the family that are hoopers. My little sister, 6'3". We always thought she was going to be a hooper. She played volleyball. Never fell in love with basketball the same way though. So yeah, just the guys in the family.
Actually, speaking of your brothers, well, actually both of them, and your dad, actually mostly your dad, because I feel like you've kind of been in the NBA light since your dad, correct? So is it hard to see people talk smack about your family, like, out there? Like, is it hard for you not to go just, like, I know you hold yourself back. I know you do, because I know if it was my brothers, I'd be like,
that's called holding back.
Yeah, so like,
you be roasting people, and I would hate to see that you
I'd be going off. I would be going off. So how do you do that? Because you think of the mindset of your brother's brand, or like when you obviously you were younger when your dad was out there, but.
And there wasn't MySpace or Facebook.
It's always difficult. Like, everyone has an opinion, and it's usually coming from people who just have no idea what it's like to be in that position or to be at that level in that sport. I know people all the time say certain NBA players are bums, but the truth is there is no NBA player that's a bum. Like, these are the 400, 500 best players out of 8 billion. Like,
in the world.
So yeah, it is difficult, and you just have to realize, like, you can't defend them over every little thing, but occasionally, of course, I'm gonna clap back, because it shuts the haters down, and then fewer people do it because they know better. So
yeah, I like how you say clap back. It's true, yo. Clap it.
Anna's like,
all right, guys, our time has come to an end. We have a few seconds left. We want to just show this quick video. After the quick video, we're going to say our goodbyes. Actually, no, we're not going to even do the video because I don't have time for that. Anna, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
We definitely appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. You guys are so much fun.
I hope you check us out, man. Please check us out. We got a podcast.
Yeah.
CJ and I have a podcast. We'd love to. We'll reach out if anything, and we'll get you on if that's possible. We'd love to have you on there as well. Probably not even talk about basketball at all.
No.
Probably not even talk about
she's trying to talk.
Right.
No, that would be amazing. And hopefully we're all celebrating in June. And if you guys are in Boston, let's go somewhere and take some shots, celebrate. Let's do it.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm from Boston. We will hold you to that.
Okay.
The other people. We're from
I
here.
got
We'll
wheels.
fly Will in. We'll fly
I got
Will
wheels
in
and I got your
Atlanta.
brother's jersey. I'm there.
I'm
Yeah,
always
we're-
ready to celebrate. So let's do this.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you, Anna,
Thank you.
for coming on show with us. We definitely appreciate you. We are out of time. God bless everybody. Give our regards to Al, Anna, before he enters into the playoffs. Tell him we're rooting for him.
We'll do.
And peace out.
Thank you.
Peace.
Follow the thing. Follow Day Edits. Celtics Nation.
Thank you.
Right.
Bring that smoke!